Oh, yes. Uh-huh. I'm just looking at these rules about redacting court records. Oh, personal identifiers is defined as General Rules 22B6. Yes. I'm one of these Americans that thinks that I should pay for what I spend. Oh, rule sets forth the uniform procedure for the redaction of court records. All court records, regardless the method of recording the court record or the method of storage of the court records. Now, there's what's known as a court file. It means the pleadings, orders, and other papers filed with the clerk of the court under a single or consolidated cause number. Now, this clerk of the court and number two, court record is defined. Yes, destroy. To destroy means to obliterate a court record or file in such a way as to make it permanently, yes, irretrievable. A motion or order to expunge shall be treated as a motion or order to destroy. Yes. Now, yesterday I mentioned, well, what if I want it there? Poach. I happen to know a lot about secured and unsecured debt, and actually, that's an unsecured debt. Yes. And the truth of the matter is, after 6 years, you have to remove it and destroy it off the person's credit report. Yes! No longer a public record, is it, Pooch? And for over 6 years, I waited for you to enforce the law. But it's Jane Doe Budnick E. Tux. And did you know that, let's say you had $180,000 worth of unsecured debt that the court decided that I was going to pay, Pooch, because Heidi did not provide any financial documentation when she first motioned the court, because I looked for it. I thought, well, she must have her credit report, and she had filed for bankruptcy before we were married, and I have a 750 credit score. Well, I supported my family using debt because of the credit crisis. Yes, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to pay this back. I know I am. Well, I did a lot of research about credit counseling, debt settlement, and exactly how the debt system of the United States works. You decided to destroy a debt where if she had paid one payment, it would be irrevocably unable to be destroyed. Now, I had sent some emails about, well, does she have a job? Pooch. As the named party, Jane Doe Budnick, your destruction of that Superior Court order when you were obligated to garnish her wages, just the same as you were obligated to garnish my wages, yes, would have made it unable to be destroyed. Now, it could have been that the Superior Court had contacted the creditor that had filed the District Court motion and the Superior Court motion when we lived on Guam. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I received no actual notice of it, but I got a copy of it afterwards because, Now, I know you didn't think you had an offer, but I'm suing you for this, okay? So sorry. I'm suing you for refusing to enforce the garnishment of the wages of Heidi Lee Budnick, known as Jane Doe Budnick E-Tux. Because if you had just garnished one check, you would not be able to destroy it. Now, you thought I was fucking stupid. That court's getting sued for refusing to enforce the writ of garnishment in the Brennan School District. Pow! Now, when you use a forgery, yes, to execute a court order right now, the state's getting sued because I sent this to the OSAB office in the state of Washington, asking, well, why didn't you garnish her wages? You would have garnished mine! But when you destroyed it, choo-choo, why would I have wanted it to be there? To prove that you did not execute the court order the way that it was written. Now, today, you're fucking pissing me off. I'm going to be very angry. See, I didn't get to shower, Pooch. I have no money. And no one seems to understand that when you impersonate an ex-officio Superior Court clerk, yes, that's one lawsuit, Pooch. You obligate her to sign the form under duress. Yes, that's another lawsuit. The fraudulent use of the state court seal. Yes, that's another lawsuit. The refusal to enforce forgery laws. Yes, that's another lawsuit. But the big lawsuit is when a forgery is used to execute any court order. Yes, it greatly restricts and expands the actual fucking elected office. Now that's going to be a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit.